Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here in just a minute, but first, go ahead, hit subscribe to the Hanged Man. My name is Jordan. I am the Hangman. Please go ahead and check out all of my YouTube channel and go ahead and hit that bell so you don't miss any of your future upcoming readings. We're going to get into our predictions for currently how they feel about you. How do they feel about you? Now, we're going to get into Virgo all the way to Pisces. Now, if you have somebody in specific, that person right on your mind, that very first person is exactly who we're going to be reading for. And finding out all of their thoughts and intentions and yada, 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 yada. You know what the drill is, okay? Okay, so we're just going to find out their thoughts, their feelings, the intentions between the two of you, as well as zodiac sign, all the way into a likely outcome. So we're going to get started. I'm going to find out a little bit about your person first. So we're going to get into Virgo. All right. Let's find out all that we can about Virgo, what this person is currently thinking about you, the details, a future action maybe from them, what their zodiac sign is, and what they need Virgo to know, or what Virgo maybe doesn't need to know. It's usually how it goes. All right, here we go. Pretty sure we didn't do Virgo yet. Let me double check here. Yeah, we're on Virgo. Okay. Okay. Person could be a water sign, they could be an air sign, earth sign. Whoever this person is taking back some sort of new beginning with you. So the two of you have started some sort of new beginning that was really safe. It was reliable. It made sense. You guys could grow from it, transform from it, but they have gone away. They have wandered off. Now, you're probably wondering exactly what they're thinking. Now, they have a lot of stress. They have a lot of worry and concern. They even lose sleep over the situation. And I feel like there's a lot of things covered up about this person. So let's find out a little bit more here, because the balance is not on at all. I feel like there's just problems that they invite into the situation, and the communication is not quite there. So let's find out what's going on with your person, their thoughts, their intentions, along with yours too. One more. Okay, Page of Pentacles, got the Emperor up, Page of Wands, reverse, Three of Pentacles, reverse. Okay, let's start out here. Virgo. There you go. All right, Virgo. I feel like your thoughts on the situation is that you were going to turn over a new leaf. You were going to start out fresh here, and you're really wanting some sort of a change here, as far as this situation goes, this experience, whatever type of this relationship this is for you. You were definitely really focused on money too. So this person might have had an issue with that, but they wanted you to choose a direction. So that's what they were kind of waiting on. So your thoughts were like, hey, I got to choose a direction. I got to make, some sort of a choice here. Okay. And emotionally, you felt as if, I feel like, I'm in charge here. I feel like I'm the authority. I'm the father figure. I'm the leader in this role. I'm definitely somebody who's bringing security to the relationship. And emotionally, that's how you're feeling. You are feeling very secure and like this was a stable relationship or experience together. This could be somebody you are financially tied to. You could even have some sort of a passion project going with this person, or just really spiritually connected to them. Their thoughts on the situation is that they feel like that you're extremely obsessed with what's next. You're just always constantly wanting information, and they're over here like not really caring very much about the situation, because it was a point where they did. Okay. So there was a point where there was a lot of teamwork. They were training themselves how to be in the situation. And as of right now, they're like, I really don't care as of right now. Okay. Because things weren't changing. Emotionally, they're manifesting right now. They feel emotionally like very naive in this situation. And so it's almost like their impatience is really taking over, because you have way too playful of a side is kind of what they're indicating. And they're emotionally like trying to like veer away from that. But they said yes to you emotionally. Emotionally, they were there, but now they become impatient. became in this place where they're like getting really irritated by the fact that you need to know what's next and what's going on. You need all the information. Let's find out their intentions and your intentions also, Virgo. So Virgo, your intentions were you were trying to come with some sort of forgiveness, but I feel like you were being really like quick and you were doing this in a really fast manner because you're rigid. You know that you're not opening up. You know that you're fighting still. You know that you're always like waiting for this last stand with this person. You are not mistrusting so much as you are yourself though. Like, so it's not too much that you're not trusting them, but they can tell that you don't actually trust yourself to be in this father place or this stable role, okay, that you think that you're in. You might just be the daddy. I don't know if you're actually the father. Okay. So anyway, your intention was to do long-term with this person, and over on their end, they were thinking, their intention was like, what's next? So they were ready for the next step too. But again, there was an obsession with some sort of meaning. Like, where's the meaning? Where's, the next step here? And they became exhausted with that. So they were coming at you in a really burnt out attitude, I guess. Like they were coming at you with like, we've already done this. I'm exhausted, kind of intention anyway. So it wasn't the best, if you catch my drift. Let's find out how you see them, how they see you. They see you as withdrawn. They see you as taking time to see, what's right and what's wrong. But again, you're just withdrawn. You take too much how do you say this word? What is happening to me? Discretion. Yeah, you're coming at them with too much discretion, okay? Jesus Christ. Okay, so your inner search for them is taking a bit longer than they potentially wanted. Their vibe on you is that, you usually withdraw, but it's like you're kind of getting stuck in that, and you're getting stuck in like putting distance in between the two of you, or like wandering away from them, if that makes sense. So that's their, their vibe and how they are seeing you. Virgo, how you see your person is that they're damaging. And you don't ignore how you feel, but you feel as if maybe they're ignoring how they feel. And you feel like that they are less worried about you. Well, that's damn right, because that's what's coming out in the cards. How is it really going on here, though? 6 Cups reverse, 5 Pentacles upright. Over on their end, how things really are is that they are too focused on the Benjamins, okay? They like money. They like coin. They like the bag. They like a bank account that's fucking full, okay? That's what they like, and that's what they want. That's what they're here to see, but they depend on other people too much for the money or for the finances or for the bag. They're not willing to, work and do whatever it fucking takes. They literally are putting themselves in a position in which they can help still. They could still help this situation, but they don't give a fuck. They'll just sit out there and cry about it. Over on your end, how things really are is that you can't really make moves towards the matter, okay? This is just taking on too much of an unrealistic view to get back into this situation. The give and take is fucked up, and there is also some sort of an abuse system here. So somebody is using too much power, so an imbalance. There's definitely an imbalance here. All right, let's find out the biggest challenge between you two and the reason that you guys cannot get it together, or you have it together, or whatever. You're in a place where you really don't want to hold on to the past, so you're ready to close the door, okay? Again, you just haven't quite embraced it, and you are in the awareness that this cycle has fucking ended. This is where it's at, and you're done with it. So you don't fear the truth as much as you fear, like, letting go to the comfort of it. Okay. So that's just kind of where you are on that situation. But your intention to go into a new phase of your life is very pure, with or without this person. It wouldn't matter. Okay. And I feel like over on their end of things, the biggest challenge here is that they want a lot of passion that is fueled by success. So they want everything, but it's not necessarily so that they will actually be the rational one or the one making the money. I feel like this person is determined and they have a lot of ambition, but again, their pursuit of excellence is not coming from within them. They utilize other people, okay? They just a lot of us, okay? They're a lot of talk, and they have no fucking focus anyway. I feel like this person, their challenge would be that they're held back by themselves fully. What is a future action from the both of you and a likely outcome? Queen of Wands up, Ten of Swords down, Hangman. is up. Okay, so on their end, they are not willing to necessarily give up, old habits or old mental habits even. I feel like their likely outcome is that they're going to continue to be static in this relationship, and they literally don't want to sacrifice a fucking thing, okay? And they are bored and they're not going to get up and make the party. You have to, right? So likely outcome or likely action that you're coming from is just you're wanting to just sexually be expressive here. You're really wanting this to be a blissful relationship. So you're really trying to empower, being aligned with this person. So you're really reaching, okay? You're coming at them with a lot of meaning when in fact they are a lot of ego. Okay. Bottom line is this could and potentially will end in a rock bottom. So this is coming to a closing and not one with a conversation. So if you don't nip it in the ass now, literally expect the worst to be coming in. You have to heal. Okay. And if you can't get past this split or past a breakup, you'll never heal. So you'll feel like you've been, in a fight for the rest of your life. I feel like to get away from this, you're going to have to just stop, because there can't be any communication because it's going to turn into a violent convo. So enjoy that. All right. Please go ahead, hit subscribe, Virgo. We're going to get into our next zodiac sign. This stupid computer. Let's see if I can fix it. Did it go? Did it go? Did it go? Did it go? There. Okay, I think that fixed the internet connect. There we go. Okay, all right, here we go. Next one up. I really got to write these tombstones down. All right, up next, we are on to our Libra. Okay. All right, finding out all that we can about this person, Libra. We're going to find out currently where they're at in energy, how they're feeling, their thoughts, their emotions on the situation between the two of you. This could be friendship, business, romance. It could just be like somebody who don't know you. However this unfolds, please allow it to align. If this ain't your storyline, it ain't your storyline. I don't really care if you stay here. Go to Sally's Tarot. Don't give shit. But I do like you. I would like you to hit subscribe. All right, here we go. Okay. Your person could potentially have some sort of option or choice that they're needing to make, especially over something that they put a lot of focus and detail into. This is an experience of something that has been almost like something that is stable. They have grown it. They have transformed things within it. This could be dealing with some sort of finances. You could even work with this person or just are financially connected to this person. But money is definitely involved here, as was love. I don't think love is so much, because I feel like they could have even made a choice that wasn't you, because I'm seeing a King of Cups here also. So this person is just like, again, they were pretty indecisive about this situation or this connection, or just, again, whatever management was happening between the two of you. So I feel like whatever was going on here, it was pretty emotional. It was pretty calm, but I don't think it is anymore. I think that there's an intensity and it's maybe not being expressed or talked about. And again, I feel like you've put a lot of work in this, or they feel that way, because at one time this was very balanced, very generous, and there was a lot of harmony in the situation. Okay. Because as of right now, it's not feeling that way. There was some sort of information that made it so that they had to make a choice about something. Okay. And they're still probably procrastinating on overanalyzing that situation, but let's find out through the cards. All right. Okay, Page of Wands, Death up. Queen of Pentacles down, 6 down, Cups. Okay. Let's find out what's going on. From Libra. Okay, your person could be a fire sign or an earth sign, water sign. Okay, so you're very impatient about this experience or this situation, and you feel like, you've been waiting long enough. You feel like the wait has been meaningless. You feel like you're going to get a little heated about the situation. You're kind of exhausted at this point about it. So that's just kind of your thoughts on it. Their thoughts is that they need to take care of themselves. They're thinking that, as far as love or a relationship or some sort of a connection, it's like they can't be in love with somebody if they're not really like working on themselves or loving themselves or, in this place of awareness. And they're not aware. They're not aware that you're upset. They're not aware that, people love them. They're not, because they're just not in a place where they're loving enough to themselves. Even if they're not thinking that specifically, they know that just by walking away from the situation, or if you're in the situation with them, it's the same thing. Okay. You're feeling this, especially if you're wondering what the hell's going on their mind. As far as emotionally, it's like they can't actually move towards, again, this experience, because even emotionally, it's like they can't take on another perspective. They can't take on a point of view from you when they can't even emotionally hold themselves down. So as far as like wanting to feel something, it's like they feel like this does not feel the way that they were hoping it would. Okay. So emotionally, they're not in balance. They're not aligned at all with this experience. So they're very far away from the experience, no matter what, even if you are a part of it. Okay. Because emotionally, you're like really trying not to hold on to the past. You're trying not to hold this door open as much as you want, but you're really just trying to embrace what is happening. But you are at the end of an old cycle in this relationship. Bottom line. Bottom mother effing line. And your intentions coming at this person was to not ignore how they felt. And if you're not going to ignore how they feel, then you can't ignore them, even if it's something you don't want to fucking hear. Okay. As far as this being a stressful time, it is a stressful time. And the intentions that you had was to be here in less worry or less stress or less confusion. But it's just kind of not happening in that way. And I feel like on their end, their intention was to come in and not give up. They're not a risk taker, but they were trying to be, and they don't want a long-term thing, but they still were trying to bring some sort of offering to this intention. But their intention is that this is just a fight. This is a fight. They don't want to be bossy, and they get in all of these really bad places within themselves when they're around you. And then they start acting like an asshole. Okay. And so that's probably what you're seeing. No matter what this experience is, it's like, this is a whole bunch of like, I don't love myself enough. You're seeing it as I don't love you, but it's a complete opposite. Okay. How you see them, how they see you. Page of Pentacles up. High Priestess. Rebus. So they see you as almost like there's something very obvious here. They try to remember you in a lot of positivity, but there is some hidden feelings about you or around you, and they feel like whatever you're doing, there's always like this potential. They feel like it's kind of underneath the surface though. Like they don't think it's like outwardly there at all. And over on your end, you see them as trying to focus too much on the finances, or you're seeing them, business wise focused, or maybe they're just too into their job. Maybe they chose their job over you or whatever it might be. But I feel like you're like, you're very ego-y, and you try to like turn over a new leaf. You try to change and, make things a little bit safer. And that's just not the direction that's being chosen that you're actually seeing. So you're like, money's not going to solve the problems for you here. Okay. And how things really are is that, there's a stagnancy here because the inner child or that inner wound or, the inner child wound or whatever is disturbed. The past and the deep and the depths of this wound are not taken care of. And I'm not playing when I'm saying that, because that is being said here. It's very, very fucking clear, especially with this Page of Cups up. So the realness here is that the stagnancy is coming from old wounds within them from childhood. It has nothing to do with you. Okay. And I know that this person, you could have even known them from childhood. You could know them from deep, deep way back or whatever. Or you guys try to like really deal with each other when it comes to your inner child. Because on their end, Ace of Swords in reverse, I feel like how things really are is that, yeah, there is a truth that needs to come out here. There is more action being taken, but there's less and less passion. So it's like there's an uninterest that is happening that you're not obviously really clearly seeing. Okay. And that is definitely being said here. So I feel like the idea between the two of you, or this idea of like recommunication or planning some sort of, renewal and taking care of each other and this and that, it's just like there's an uninterest. It's just not growing. It's not growing in the way that it should. It's not lifting off. Okay. Not to say it couldn't, but you could start from there. So then you go, how do I make it grow? How do I reconnect? How do I, get out of stagnancy? How do they get out of stagnancy? How do we get back into the interest of the two of us? Like, start asking yourself some questions. From my weirdness and what I'm saying to you, that's what you need to be doing, is asking yourself questions about the relationship. It doesn't mean dump it. It doesn't mean jump, ship or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It literally just means ask yourself a deep question. Even if this isn't happening and you're ignoring that it is, like, try to figure it out. That's the best thing I can say from this. Let's find out the biggest challenge here. 7 of Cups in reverse. Then we also got the Star upright. So I feel like over on your end, the biggest challenge would just be that you're making a bad choice. And there is an arrogancy that it's like you just don't want to face the reality of this situation, but it's okay to, okay? You can. And you want to, I know you want to think before you act, but it's like, that's not happening either, because you're in the midst of a bad choice, in the midst of it. And that's fine. That's not for everybody, but the information that I'm receiving here is that, yes, you are definitely, the biggest challenge here is that you're in the fucking butt crack of I shouldn't have come here. Okay. And your other person's challenge, their challenge is really just having self-belief, that self-love. Again, they don't love themselves. So their optimism or their positivity, inspiration, their ideas of love, these things are coming from a place of disbelief already because they don't love themselves. Okay. Does that mean that they are ruined? No, it just means that they're in a space in which if you are fucking around with this person, just expect this person to not be inspiring, to not be optimistic, to not be always positive. They're going to feel like shit. But on some days, they will feel like an ideal love. Okay? I mean, it just depends on what you're needing in life. Okay. Moving in to our future action and likely outcome, of course. I almost said rock of love. Where is my head? That kind of shit. Like, I don't even know what that meant. Rock of love. Ooh. Okay. 10 of Swords in reverse. Emperor. 9 of Pentacles. Oh. Okay. So, yes, you will eventually get into this place where you're going to have to hit a rock bottom. You're going to have to hit the bottom of a fucking rock canyon to figure this out. But eventually you'll get into this place and your likely action is going to be to recover the situation. So I know that you want to recover it. You could just want to recover yourself in general, but you're likely not coming in with a lot of conversation. It's just more or less an energy thing. I don't feel like it's going to be a big talk. I just feel like energetically you're going to shift shit. So that is coming to an ending soon. Over on their end of things, any likely action that they're coming in with will be trying to be balanced in love and bring security materials. So they're going to shower you with pennies, shower you with dollars. Okay. They literally will be like, here, because I can't deal with myself right now and I'm not in the most motivated place, I'm going to give you money. Shh. Now go to bed. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay. They're coming at you like, I'm independent. I'm the money man. I'm candy man. Here's your candy. Shh. They're going to appease you. Okay. Bottom line though, is trying to get this under control. And they are going to try and have the authority here. That's where it's going to lead to. There could even end up being somebody as a father in this situation or becoming a father, or there's a father figure situation going on. I feel like whatever stability should be in this relationship is affected by a father figure. This could be somebody past. It could be somebody alive. It could be somebody becoming a dad. So just acknowledge that and check your fertility charts, ladies. or gents or whatever's clever. Just make sure if you want to get pregnant, you're on the right path. If you don't, clear it up. Clear it up, honey. Clear it up. Okay. That got awkward. All right. Please go ahead, Libra, hit subscribe. I'm going to get into Scorpio. So Scorpio's up next. We're going to find out all about your thoughts and feelings currently coming from that person straight off your mind. This could literally be about your grandfather, okay? It could be about your soul connection from 300 million years ago or somebody you just met, okay? It doesn't matter. Just let it align where it aligns. 25. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Let's find out all that we can about Scorpio's person. They ain't worrying about it, whatever it is. Something, the stress of it has passed. Not communicating. This person could be a fire sign or an air sign. The opportunity with this person has passed. The exhaustion, the burnout of it. Because there was some sort of seeking out of this person. Somebody saw, one of you found each other, okay? It was something that you definitely were seeking out spiritually or just manifesting. I feel like anything going on with this personal energy, though, is that there's less stress, less worry. Because, I mean, at a point, somebody was not even sleeping. What's going on? Oh, the Emperor. Yeah, the root of that would be a father figure, some sort of father situation. Now, this father situation is going to run through the whole reading. So basically, there could be a father involved somehow. It could be an alive one. It could be unalive, whatever, however you want it to align, or just the energy of that leader role, that stability, that authority, just somebody coming in and really taking the reins on whatever the situation is that does come up. Okay. Because I feel like this definitely could have been spiritual. I feel like it's less and less inspiring, whatever it is. So again, we could be dealing with specific Aries, fire, water. So however that comes out for you. Let's find out the thoughts and the feelings of this person, as well as what Scorpio is thinking. Okay. Let's get the drama. I want to know what's going on. Okay. Definitely a love situation. Okay. So as far as their thoughts, there's some sort of issue that has been unaddressed, and that's what they're thinking about. They're thinking about some sort of an issue between the two of you. Now, this could be a new connection or some sort of a new relationship that you're involved in, but whatever it is, I definitely feel like it's something that you have feeling in, or they have feeling in at least, because they're thinking that there's going to be like a breakup maybe. And they just are like, I feel like we just got involved. I feel like we just started this. Like, so there's definitely some emotionally, this person is feeling like it's not secure. They don't feel like this is unchaotic. There's a lot of chaos going on and they're consumed, and there's definitely internal disruption. It's just wreaking havoc. But I feel like any change in fortune here would be something nice as far as, how they're emotionally feeling, because they're emotionally like resisting because of the conflict inside, if that makes sense. Okay. And over in your end, your thoughts on the situation is that you feel like this was a good choice. Okay. And you want to make sure that you're not putting anything off. You're always just trying to, give this person good advice through whatever, chaos they're going through. But I feel like they actually feel as if there's issues from unaddressed emotional dealings with you, or maybe it is in the past, but I feel like it's definitely could even be dealing with some sort of family member. But whatever it is, it's unaddressed. So that means you need to talk to them about it. You need to express about it. And it just hasn't been expressed. Emotionally, I feel like you're like I'm proud of this situation. I'm proud of this. I feel like I put a lot of work into this situation. I feel like there's a lot to say here. I'm confident about it. I think things are good. Little did you know. Okay. Intentions coming on your end towards your person, Scorpio. So your intentions was just you wanted to see where you could help. What would help? What would help? Okay. And I don't think you understand that this issue is about the unaddressed emotions. So I don't think you are understanding that the conflict resides on the inside of this person. Okay. So I don't think you can actually fix it. But again, trying to, hand, them some sort of help. Yeah. But I just, again, don't think that, it's about you specifically. Over on their end, their intentions were to come in with like being an ideal love. They wanted to really have self-belief in the idea of themselves and to be positive. They're coming in with a lot of optimism and they're trying to inspire and rustle this up, have harmony and balance and make this nice and, in flow. Sometimes that gets fucked up too, especially if we're trying to be an ideal love for somebody else. We begin to become miserable on that. Okay, that's a pursuit that will end badly shortly. Yeah, because you see this person as almost like every time they take steps to doing something, they do it in a really safe and awesome way. But you notice them withdrawing. So you have noticed the withdrawal. And as far as them thinking about you or looking at you, they're obsessed, with you. They're very excited about you. They have a lot of passion for you. But they're always kind of wanting something more. They're always like, what's next? What do we got going here? And it's just, things get heated when there's not something ready. They're like, boom, that was a bomb. Okay. They become a bomb. They explode. Okay. How it really is on each end. So starting with you, Scorpio, we're going to find out how things really are. And that would be the fact that, yeah, you are obsessed. You're actually obsessed with what's next. Okay. So you are caring too much about what other people think. You care too much about what's going on. You're like, I got to do this. I got to do that. And it's almost like, it doesn't matter. I mean, you could be sitting at a table and not acknowledge them, but you're acknowledging everybody else. You're treating them like with no emotion. You're not addressing them. You're not interested. It's just like this weird thing. And then all of a sudden you're okay with doing that with everybody else. We know what that's called. Don't do that. You want to check in with that. Okay. Okay. So how things really are on their end versus how they see you. Again, they see you as kind of obsessed with what is next also. So I think that how things really are is that you are in a really empowered place where you're really trying to express sexually, you're trying to express with passion, you're trying to be adventurous and really like gain ground in your work or your, whatever you're passionate about, your job. I think that you're just really trying to be confident in whatever situation you're in, and which is a really good thing to be doing. It's a really good thing. Let's find out the biggest challenge here, kind of like getting away from whatever the current issue is. Sun reverse. I knew that was coming. Okay, so the biggest challenge here is that it's like you only are seeing the minimal. You're just doing the bare minimum when it comes to really opening up all of you. And it's like you exaggerate what it is that you do, though. So it's not the things that you're actually saying, but it's like in the things that you're doing. So, it's just like you could speak all you want. You could say all this shit, but it's like, do you action this? Do you do this like in real life? Do you physically pick up a cup? You talking about picking up a cup, but do you physically pick up the cup? Because that fucking matters, because that's really important. But that is a challenge. You talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But where's this other shit? The physical. Pick up the cup. That's what they need you to do. Address things, okay? The realness of it. On their end of things, their biggest challenge is letting go of something as far as like viewing something in a really negative way. Okay. I feel like there was deception between the two of you, and there's tension, and there's not an ability to relax or to soften. So this person is always kind of like, ready to fucking attack or whatever. So I think that there would be a lot of freedom in this relationship if they could just kind of like get over that. So address whatever is not addressed. Something is just completely washed over. Okay. Likely action from the both of you and an outcome here. So you're going to change up any mistakes. Okay. Forgiveness is happening. You are doing it. 5 of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you have already began, because it's in progress. This is already in progress. So whatever conflict you're going through, that's what's happening. So their likely action is that, they're probably right now at this moment taking no responsibility. And they're like, you know what? And they're getting carried away when they're doing. They're like, I'm not taking any of this on. I'm not even closing this by being the person to take the responsibility on. But I feel like this is faded. There is no control over this. Okay. This situation in this current moment is for some reason a lesson. So deal with it and learn from it, so you don't have to replay it. Okay. And limits are going to be pressed. Limits are going to be jumped. I think you're going to have to deal with, what is real and what's not real. What should we see and what can't we see? And is there stability here? Because I feel like you're going to get into a really comfortable place where you're feeling really content. Things are going to, chill out, and there will be a nice conversation. So that conversation will be a stable one. They're not coming for you. Okay. Go ahead, hit subscribe, please, Scorpio. Next up, we got Sagittarius. So difficult reading for Sagittarius. Whoop, 36. Okay. All right, Sag. All right, thoughts and feelings. Again, hit subscribe, Scorpio and Sagittarius. We're going to find out all about your person's zodiac sign, their thoughts, feelings, intentions, all the way into a likely action or outcome. And of course, everything in between. If you need to know more about what we're doing, just go check out the beginning of the video. Because I'm going to run out of gas as far as talking or getting involved in these readings. All right. Death. Jeez. Okay. So you're feeling like there's lack of positivity, lack of warmth, or this person could even be feeling that, even though they came with, pure intentions. I do feel like this is the ending of a cycle, and one of you is just not wanting it to end, whatever that means. This could be related to money, business, or lack of business management, or finances, or ego, or a home, or home life, your stability, anything you create, grow from, transform from. There's lack of stability in that, though. And I feel like just maybe they're not aware of the neglect or, their accountability or, taking responsibility about something here. It's like if they did, it would start up a new chapter. It's like that's the resistance, is just like not being aware of what's actually going on around them. So again, this could be an earth sign. Let's find out more. Stay over there. Don't mind the wiggly desk. I totally forgot to put my screw back in my desk. It fell out. And I totally forgot to put it back in. I do that. Okay. Forgot to put my screws loose. Okay. Ain't all about the money. It is definitely money oriented. So you're holding back on something. You're just like, I'm just going to worry about myself over here, and you're just really holding back on something. And it's like it makes you an incompetent leader, though, or an incompetent stable role in the situation. This could have something to do with work. I just feel like it does. But again, it could be marriage too, because financially linked. Could just be in the home life or the experience. Whatever this is, just let it lie there. And you're also like got a tendency to get a little jealous over whatever this is also. Emotionally, you're usually very quick with actions. Emotionally, you're trying to move into some sort of a positive feeling. You're trying to allow this to be an exciting time, passionate and adventurous. And again, this is just showing me that you will gain some speed emotionally. You'll catch up. Romance with this person could start all over again. You could revamp, or it's something that will start. So just know that, okay? Because I think that that's where that's headed. Over on their end of things, their thoughts are just very energy focused into whatever they're doing that they dedicate every day to. And they are very experienced and diligent and smart. And so it makes them very reliable. This person is extremely focused on money, though. Their thoughts are on, the coins and growing something. I feel as emotionally, they're not in a place where they're good in loving somebody. Again, does that mean that they can never love you or they can't love you in the midst of self-love or healing? Or no, it doesn't. It just means that you'll get a specific type of love. Okay. I think any intentions that you might have is that you're coming at this person with wanting to overcome something here. Okay. You're feeling like, I'm coming from betrayal. I'm coming from grief because you were caught off guard by something with this person and it was heartbreaking. And again, so you might be just healing from that or in that silver lining, but you're still sad. Okay. But your intentions again is that I'm overcoming this. But it's like, what good are you if you're heartbroken? Like, what good are you if this person broke your heart? Like, or if somebody else did, whatever the fuck it means. Like, why are you coming here with a broken heart? Like, it takes a minute. Take a minute. Go over there in the lounge, sir, and heal. You have to heal. You can't just go walking around with a broken heart and getting into shit. Like, I know this shit. I have experience in doing it. So those of us that do teach, I'm just going to let you know that. Not judging you. All right. Their intentions is they're coming at you in some sort of action and could even be communicating with you, but they feel like this is hopeless. They do. And I get it. They have a lot of anxiety kind of written around it. And they do leave. It's almost like they're losing sleep overnight. Anytime they're sleeping or trying to sleep, it's just like they cannot because they know what the action should be here. That's what it is. And how do you really see them and how they see you? So you see them as losing passion and they're completely uninterested. Yes, that's true. You're right. You're right. You're right. You think that their judgment is cloudy. Please stop. Please stop. God, they think you're just carried away, really, and unpredictable at this point. And I feel like that you're trying to get back in the sack with somebody who might have broke your heart, or you're trying to get back in the sack with somebody and they're like, you have a broken heart. Okay. Smart men and ladies know better. They'll be like, no, don't want it. No. Okay. It takes a long time for us to learn that. And sometimes when we think we know, we get fucked over again and we allow somebody's broken heart to break ours. So that's just what it is. Okay. How things really are is the fact that you ignore how you feel. I know you're less worried and you're in this place where you're like, oh, I'm fine. Everything's going to be great. Okay. This is a stressful time and your cup is empty. You don't have time for this. And you are also like, in a place where there's so much damaged emotion that you're kind of passive and you're kind of like numb. Okay. And over on their end, how things really are on them is that, yeah, they are definitely in a place where they could support you. They could give you some sort of love with good energy, and that might be great. But that's for them, okay? Because they want to lead in love. And it's almost like if they gave it to you, they would not have enough, okay? basic bottom line here is the giving and the sharing is maybe not quite how it should be to support a situation. So let's find out the biggest challenge here again is you're in recovery, 10 of swords in reverse, obviously. And then the high priestess in reverse. There's some sort of information or something that they're very silent about or quiet about. They don't talk about it. So any kind of like secrets or whatever, they think it's pretty obvious what it is. But I feel like the challenge here is just really trying to remember to be positive when they're dealing with you. That's what's coming up. And they do have feelings though, and they're not they won't tell you that though. They think you have potential, but they're not telling you that. So what you need to do is get past your split, your breakup, whatever it is, your broken heart, because I feel like the worst on that heartbreak is over. So fucking heal now. Heal, get better, and then come back to whoever this person is. Okay, let's find out what it is as far as like likely actions and outcome. Okay, so you're coming at them very stubborn, obviously, and I feel like you're like, I just want to do a long term, but you know that you're not supposed to do long term right now, okay? And I feel like you're just really trying to be quick into a relationship again, and it's all coming from like restlessness or like a place of no meaning, okay? Especially if you're burnt out and your heart broke. Go sit down and take a minute. Take a break, okay? They're coming at you with, they're going to love themselves. They're shifting their point of view on you, even as of right now. No matter how victorious you two could be, no matter how exciting or quickly this could, turn into something great, they don't want to overcommit. They don't want to force something that's not quite there yet, okay? Because they do have things that they know and they're not telling you. Because it would be for your better benefit, apparently. Likely bottom line is that you're going to try to ignore your needs, but the communication will get blocked somehow and you'll be confused by it. Don't be confused. They are blocking you for a reason, and it's actually for you, or vice versa. It could be aligned the other way. All right. Or they could be like, you're nasty. You're a mean person. Whatever it is, you know what it is, girl. Okay, let's get into our next reading. What do we got? Capricorn? Okay. All right, Capricorn, let's find out who your person is, who's currently on your mind, thoughts and feelings, intentions from the both of you, how you both see each other versus how things really are. Okay. And then any challenges in between, details, of course, into a likely outcome. Okay. New beginning, the dawn of a new beginning, darling. It's a new beginning, but I've withdrawn. I'm not coming out. I'm isolating. I don't want to start the new beginning. Somebody who does not want to start up their new beginning. It's like you came in, you rushed in with this new beginning. You have an intention of purity. You have an intention of starting something new here. And this person hauled ass, okay? They hauled ass and they withdrew, which is weird. It could even be that they're depressed. It could even be that they're, battling something here. Because you're like, dun, 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 I'm here. Yikes. I feel like this is not, yikes. Jesus. This is definitely because of an addictions or some sort of depression. Again, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a therapist like that. Just to forewarn you, I'm just Jordan. But from the little bit I know, from what I'm reading here, there could be an addictions or just like a little bit of an obsession even, because I feel like you're offering some sort of new beginning and this person is withdrawing from it. They're like, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. Because there is an addiction or an obsession, or this isn't real love. What you're offering to me is very passive. It's not emotional. There's no connection here. And it's like you're being really fucking needy. That's what they're saying. Now, again, this could be the vice versa, but the way the cards are coming out, that's just what I'm getting. This could be a water sign. How do you guys see each other? So you see them as a new beginning. A new chapter, darling. But it's like you're trying to start this up or plan something here or communicate, and you're offering, some love offer. You're like, here, I have some sort of feeling towards you. I have some sort of connection to you. Here's my offer. And they're like, no. They're very passive about it. They're not like, trying to add to it. It's like one of you is very codependent and one of you is very aware of that. Okay. And how they see you is that you're very focused, and they might even think that you're overly focused on finances or the ego. Physically, maybe they think you just like their bod. They're like, girl, you just want to experience this good old body over here. And you're like, I sure do. Okay. Let's find out how things really are, though. Yeah, this person is very childish, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just think that emotionally they're not ready for whatever you're offering them. Okay, so whatever you're coming in, it doesn't matter how pure it is. This person's just like, they're a great person. Probably not somebody to have a love affair with as of right now. I don't think that it would be a great pick for the emotional levels. I don't think that they're quite the same level as you. Okay. Or vice versa. Again, however that resonates, how things really are. Yeah. Cause you have a lot of positivity. And again, it's coming in with that purity. So your intentions are pure. I mean, you want to start a family with this person. You even just want to see this person, naked. Like, I do think that that's a thing. I think that you want to nurture this person, be positive with this person. Capricorn. You could even want babies with this person. Start a bright life. The challenge here is that, they just think you're, a 2-minute man. Is that a thing? 2-minute man. They think you're coming in with all this opportunity and you're like, hey, girl, jump on. Oh, sorry. There's a horse involved. Okay. So they're coming in really quickly. It's just like that fuckboy energy. And that's what they're feeling from you. So they're like, hell no. You're like the devil. You're the devil, honey. And you're like, no, I really have pure intentions, I promise. But you look so good to them that you look like you may be carrying the energy of somebody who wants a one-night thing. One-night thing, wham. Okay? Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's what they're thinking. They're like, no, sir. No, sir. Okay. So that's the biggest challenge over in your end, is to convince them otherwise. Okay. Their biggest challenge is the fact that, they want something stable. They want something to grow with. They want something to transform with. They want somebody who is experienced. And they don't quite know if that's where you're at. Okay. Any further actions or likely outcome here? Coming in hot. I mean, this is coming in happy. This person, they're coming in. Their likely action is coming in just with blessings and feeling and connection. They want to express and be loving to you. I want to be your lover. I want to be your lover. And you'll ponder it. You might even be in the midst of pondering it. Or again, vice versa. They're going to ponder their options. They're going to, take a minute, probably overanalyze. Because emotionally, again, the level of anything is just, not as up as yours. This person could be quite younger than you. But I feel like it would and could potentially, if you are to really give them this great offer and to really show them something, I think that they might just say yes. I think that they're like, okay, let's do this then. Let's get in a new beginning. Let's, find some sort of forever happy, energy that takes us into a long-term peace. Let's find something here together. It has the potential. So, the fight for it is not a bad thing. I think you need to fight for things, especially if they're good. Okay. All right, Capricorn, please go ahead, hit subscribe. I'm going to get into our next reading, which will be Aquarius. Aquarius. Yeah, the Aquarius. It's been a fucking year of the Aquarius. That's for sure. Okay. I don't know what that means. 50. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. Are you ready? Are you ready, darling? All right, we're going to find out all about it. We're going to find out the emotionals, the thoughts on the situation between the two of you, your person, their zodiac sign. We're going to find out the intentions, any challenges, any details that you need to know, all the way into a future action or a likely outcome. Okay, here we go. Everybody ready? That's literally what I'm hearing in my head right now. Crazy. Okay. All right, let's find out all about for Aquarius. Communication. They could be wanting to plan something with you. And there's been a struggle, especially emotionally, just on the inside of things or spiritually. There could have even been a struggle also. I think that one of you is coming in with some sort of communication. One of you wants to have a conversation about something, or you're planning something even. It could just even be a plan. They could be quite a bit younger than you. I think there's been a little bit of struggle, but that's coming to an ending. So just know that any of that is coming to an ending, but there's still spiritual, there's still meaning here. There's still something to be pushing for. The struggle is motherfucking real. Yeah, because I mean, they're not even aware. They're not aware. This is definitely karmic. And it's lucky though. There's like a lot of luck that would be, had here. So I think it'd be full circle definitely once you get into this place of the plan of it or the communication or whatever you're offering them. Because I mean, they may not be aware of what you're offering even. Okay. You see them as heartbreak. Like they broke your heart or you broke their heart. Or the both of you broke each other's heart. Okay, so they actually see you almost in the same light. They see you as kind of a runner or that fuckboy energy. Now, this doesn't mean that you are, it just means that's what they're feeling. They think that maybe, be a one night stand type of thing, or you'll come in and act like this and that and then take off. Take off. They want opportunity though. They want adventure and passion, but they don't want to be left behind. That's not what they want. They definitely see that you have a little bit of a temper. Okay, how things really are though here. Oh, so on your end, Aquarius, I mean, you got magic. You got a new beginning. You have something here. You have somebody who can talk. You have somebody who's inspired. They have a lot of passion. They have a lot of communication, and their energy can give you a long-term happiness, the both of you. I mean, that's just what it could be. They definitely are somebody who has a lot of love to offer. Now, over on their end, how things really are for them when speaking about you is that you're very focused. You're very detail-oriented. You're very much trying to manage something. You could even be trying to manage your business. Any information about you is definitely something of growing. You're transforming. So there's a lot about you that has jealousy written all over it and making some note of like possessiveness. Coming back for what is yours. Okay, let's get into the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge here is temptation or being out of flow with your own self. Or maybe just like allowing this to be in flow. Allowing this to like, I don't know, just lift off. It's just like something isn't coming off the ground, but it's a good idea. There's a king idea here. Very king idea. Yeah, because their challenge is just knowing that this is headed towards them, this change and this growth. This is a fear of theirs, and this is headed to them. Love, family, feeling. Okay. Water sign, earth sign, fire sign. Okay, let's find out what we got for likely outcome and future actions towards one another. You both seem to want to offer something to each other. Yada. So this could have already I feel like you definitely have chosen. This is what you've chosen. This communication, this new love offer. This is definitely what you've chosen. This person. Yeah, because this is coming to an ending, especially anything that had to do financially with it, the management of it or heading towards it. They just don't want they don't want to be tied to something that they can't, get away from, basically. So they just don't want this to turn into something that's weird, like chain themselves down to it even. New dating for all tastes. What's that mean? Tastes? Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to block you. Okay. Your dick. Mm-hmm. Get out of my room. See ya. Goodbye, sir. Take your shit and go. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I think this is coming to an ending again. I feel like it's going to be a good ending. I mean, the stability's here, the safety, the reliability, the management of it is coming to an ending. And I think, again, it took you a while to get there. There was procrastination with overanalyzing the choices here, the options, or, just making sure that you had everything ducks in line, if that makes sense. Okay. And the only thing to worry here is about addictions or some sort of an addictions around it too. So some sort of an issue could even just be an issue with like being obsessed or tied to something when they don't want to be. Okay. Or maybe they have a devil around them, honey. Run. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. We're going to get into Pisces next. So finding out currently, that person currently right away on your mind, how they're feeling, thoughts, emotionally, challenges, details, you name it. We'll get into it. Okay. It's our last one. What is this one? Pisces. Okay. All right. I got to message my child back. Hold on. Look what you've done.
Is a sweater on too?
My daughter keeps putting a sweater on her beautiful purebred pit bull. And the sweater is too big and it keeps sliding down his shoulder. And he looks like he's like an 80s person, like an 80s Madonna chick. I'm like, take that off of him. He's a beautiful pit bull. I'm like, girl, you're making him look soft. I want my pit bull. If I had a pit bull, if I did have a pit bull, she gave me this pit bull for Christmas. And I said, no, I can't take care of the pit bull. So she has it and it's her baby. But if I had a pit bull, I'd be like making it look all fierce, empowered, dark masculine. I'd make it look badass. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, Pisces, last but not least, we'll see. Finding out all about your person. Yikes. So your person could be a little bit younger than you. Maybe. Whoever this is, they're pretty reliable. There is some sort of heartbreak though, but I feel like their thoughts on the situation between the two of you is just trying to manage their thoughts, just trying to come in with, something reliable, trying to bring some sort of an offer that would grow. But their feelings is that they're heartbroken. So they're just trying to get over something because they're in a place where they've been there. Okay. They've been in that heartbreak. I mean, and yeah, it would be hard to talk to you because you're a very intelligent individual. So coming to you and, having some sort of offer really needs to be, fierce, dark feminine or dark masculine, just very tough, and somebody who can have, something of substance to offer you and give to you, and not just communicate with you and you be like, what? So I think anything that emotionally is going to go on here is you're just emotionally going to feel like this person is inspiring you, almost like a spiritual connection. I feel like you guys could have something personal. It could be very personal. It could be very passionate. It could be just like maybe you are looking away from them though. And they're like, you could be in the midst. That could be what's happening. Maybe you're breaking somebody's heart right now. Somebody's trying to offer you something, or again, vice versa. This could be an earth sign, fire sign, or an air, because they see you as a 9, honey. They see you as a 9, honey. They see you as so detail oriented. They see you as kind of like just exotic and yummy and safe and super homebody. You definitely doing your things, but they see you as accomplished and like you are there. You're good for yourself. You stand on your own ground, but sometimes, yeah, you are too busy. Sometimes you're exhausted. Sometimes you're jealous, but they do see those things, but they don't see just the bad. Okay. You see that, how that worked out like that? And you see them like they don't give you enough. Oh, okay. So I feel like maybe they're not giving you enough, and that's why they feel like they can't give you enough. How things really are. Emotionally, I feel like you're kind of being ridiculous. I think that you could take a leap of faith here, but you're not, because, you're closing your eyes to what it is. You're not welcoming in this new beginning. This could be a new beginning with somebody. And this person you have memories with already. You have a past with this person, maybe long past, short past, it doesn't matter. You still have something here, something tangible, something that, was intense, none the other, and that intensity wore on them. And obviously you're kind of a heartbreaker. It's kind of where that's at, seemingly. And they're like, yeah. Yeah, they're pretty much over it. They're probably not very reliable anyway, but I mean, want to use over this situation. You're like, I can't. I'm not receiving. I'm not giving. I'm not in this place emotionally, like where I could do this. And I feel like their ego is just too busy anyway. And I feel like any kind of grand gesture would be ignored. This person would be very possessive either way. It could be just like a really bad place. So maybe it is what it is. Maybe they're doing you a favor, okay? Let's find out the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge is them, again, or you, stepping into this. Letting this be something, letting this inspire you both. It's just like, could be a new chapter. This is the beginning of something. You're at the ending of something right now. And it is pure. There is goodness under it. But the challenge is, not resisting that. Okay. Yeah. So they be fighting you on this the whole way. They are fighting you the whole way. And this is emotionally, they are youthful, and they already just told you. I just told you, but that's how things are ending. You want to take a last stand. You're trying to give them information about that. You're trying to reach out and be like, this is what I'm offering you, is an opportunity to be with moi. And they're like, no. Okay. They could even put you in a place where emotionally you think that things are going to go with this person, and they'll just work. It'll just be about work, and that's it. So if that's what you're welcoming, if that's what you're wanting, yeah, they may be balanced. They may be in this really great place financially or business wise. And it's just, they're going to emotionally like trick you. And either way, whatever that means. I don't even know what that means. Okay. They're not really in this loving, feely place. So I would not fall for that, but they're going to make it seem that way, whether or not they want to be with you. It's just the fuck with you. Don't let people fuck with you, Pisces. Okay. Stand up for your goddamn selves. Okay, I got to get out of here. Please go ahead, hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. Go ahead, share, like, follow this video on all of your social media. And if you would, please go ahead and click the bell and subscribe. Okay, there's so many of you that are not subscribing, but it really adds to the channel and helps YouTube, and it helps with the algorithms and whatever else we are dealing with here. Okay, numbers, people, numbers. All right. Okay. If you want me to continue to do ones like this, we're definitely going to have to get the likes up and the subscribes. Otherwise, I'll just stick to, the celebrity readings, which I really like to do zodiac ones. So it's enjoyable. Other than that, click the bell, hit subscribe. Enjoy your beautiful Thursday.